slide presentation video, but this time it isn't a lesson. Now, Chapter 5. Here in this presentation, you'll see some questions. We'll show you the answers too. Number 1. There are 365 days in a non-leap year. Test 365 for the divisibility by 2, 3, 5, 6, and 10. We have to check the divisibility of 365 by each number. 365. The ones digit is not even, so 365 is not divisible by 2. 3 plus 6 plus 5 equals 14, so 14 is not a divisible of 3, so 365 is not divisible by 3. 365. The ones digit is 5, so 365 is divisible by 5. 365 is neither divisible by 2 nor by 3, so 365 is not divisible by 6. 365. The ones digit is not 0, so 365 is not divisible by 0.
By 10.
Sorry, 10. Therefore, 365 is only divisible by 5 by the following numbers above. Number 2. During an election year, the United States President is chosen by 538 electoral votes. Test 538 for divisibility by 2, 3, 5, 6, and 10. We have to check the divisibility of 538 by each number. 358. The ones digit is even, so 358 is divisible by 2. Ding, ding, ding. 3 plus 5 plus 8 is 16. And 16 is not divisible by 3, so 358 is not divisible by 3. 358. The ones digit is not 5, so nor 0, so 358 is not divisible by 5. 358 is divisible by 2, but not by 3, so 358 is not divisible by 6. 358. The ones digit is not a 0, so 358 is, of course, not divisible by 10. So, therefore, 358 is only divisible by 2. Another question. Number 3. The prime factorization of a number is 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. What is the number? I just have to multiply all these numbers together. The product is 337,500. What? Oh. Number 4. Ernesto, Michelina, and Kate volunteer at the zoo. Ernesto works every 5 days. Michelina works every 6 days. And Kale works every 15 days. They work together today. How many days will it be until the next time they work together? In order to find out after how many days they will work together again, we have to find the LCM of 5, 6, and 15.
Now, in order to find the LCM of these three numbers, there are more than one way. But we're going to use this way because this is the shortest way and the fastest way.
There is
so
more
we
than
are
one
going to put the numbers 5, 6, and 15, and we have to check these three or two of them, what are they divisible by. So we're going to see that 5, which is a prime number, so we're going to divide 5 by 5. We will get 1. 6 is not divisible by 5, so it stays the same. And 15 divided by 5 is 3. So now we have 1, 6, and 3. We can see that the common factor for 6 and 3 is 3. So now we're going to divide. The 1 stays as it is. 6 divided by 3 is 2, and 3 divided by 3 is 1. Now, in order to find the LCM, we will multiply the two numbers that are on the left and the numbers that are at the bottom, as shown. They have been marked. So now we're going to multiply 5 times 3 times 1 times 2 times 1, and we will get 30.
Or just 5 times 2 times 3. Therefore, they will work together after 30 days, or a month. Number 5. 23 out of 50 of the students in Mrs. Lim's class went on last week's field trip. Write this fraction in lowest terms. We have to find the greatest common factor to divide by.
Again, here you can use the table. There are many other ways to do it, but this is the fastest and the shortest. So we're going to put 23 and 50 together, and we're going to check a common factor. There won't be any common factor here because 23 is a prime number. So there is no common factor except the number 1. Therefore, the greatest common factor is 50. So we're going to divide 23 by 1 and 50 by 1, and therefore the greatest common factor is 1. Therefore,
23 out of 50 is in lowest terms.
Already.
So that means you can't simplify it. If one of them is...
because it's already simplified.
One
and
of
it is
them is
already in lowest terms.
Because one of them is prime. Ralph has 2 1/3 cups of milk. Does he have enough to prepare a recipe that uses 2 1/2 cups? We have to compare both quantities, 2 and 2 1/2. 2 1/3 and 2 1/2. If the fractions are proper fractions, as it is in the question, then compare the whole numbers.
As you can see here, both whole numbers are 2, so they are equal. Now we have to compare the fractions.
So compare the fractions by cross multiplication.
And here we will multiply the denominator 2 by the numerator 1, and we get 2. And then we'll multiply the denominator 3 by the numerator 1, and we get 3. Therefore, 3 is greater than 2, so half is greater than 1/3. Therefore,
2 1/3 is less than 2 1/2, therefore he doesn't have enough milk.